Welcome to a faithful life on a rainy day. Let's get into this Proverbs challenge. Shalom. Welcome to a faithful life. It is raining today, and all that means is we about to get wet with some wisdom. So this is Wet Wisdom Wednesday, and my name is Amuna Yisrael, and this is day number 16 of the Proverbs challenge. And if you haven't, or if you're new to it, then this is your first video, you can subscribe here and see videos 1 through 15. So let's just jump in and get the gem jewels for today. Everything is like, if you think it, you can do it. You know, there's this whole movement of, just imagine it and it'll come to pass, and you're the master of your own destiny. But here the Most High puts it in perspective. What I have issue with, what I take issue with, is that they take the Most High out the equation and try to put the individual like you're the ultimate architect of the universe, and I have issue with that. Here it says, commit your works unto the Most High, and your thoughts shall be established. So yes, you have the power to create, you have the power to procreate, you have the power to think and manifest stuff, but here it gives you the order of it. When you commit your works unto the Most High, meaning when you do it in righteousness, you should be established. So I just thought that was interesting. So verse 6 stuck out to me, where it says, by mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and the fear of the Most High is, and by the fear of the Most High men depart from evil. Thought that was interesting. Why do you say? You might be saying, what's so interesting about that? But by mercy and truth, by the way, mercy is one of my favorite words in this house. It's like, oh, mercy. I got that from my mother. She likes saying it with things. Instead of, you try to replace things that you would normally say. Like the world usually says things that you don't say. So because you have creative power in your mouth. So instead of saying things that's going to call down things to be worse in your life, you say things that's going to call down blessings in your life. And when you make it a habit, instead of when you see something crazy, you just be like, oh, mercy, or blessed. That's one of my next favorite ones, or the children are acting crazy and they going crazy, I say, for the love of the Creator. You know what I'm saying? And then it changes your mood instead of using profane words and things of that nature. So I try to incorporate it up into stuff. But back to by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged. When we are true, the Most High's mercy when we are truthful. And I found that Solomon, the same one who wrote the Proverbs, in 2 Chronicles, the children of Israel, when we read about how the children of Israel went astray and what the formula is, because there is a formula, Solomon just gave us the equation. There is a formula for returning to the true and living power, the power of Israel. And Solomon says here in 2 Chronicles 7, and I believe it is 14, actually, the Most High is talking at this point, because Solomon already prayed the prayer and now he's getting the answer. It says, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. I just love the way that sounds. I'm sorry. But you see, Solomon said the same thing. By mercy, the Most High's mercy in this sense. In truth, when we admit our wrongs, when we admit our iniquity, and when we return back onto the true and living power, return back onto His laws, stop playing hopscotch, jumping in, or double dutch, jumping in and out, jumping in and out. It says, then iniquity is purged. And it's just like, Most High, forgive me today, I did it tomorrow. Forgive me today, I did it tomorrow. We're not really sorry. We see that over and over in the text. So that just jumped out to me. It says, and by the fear of the Most High, men depart from evil. And how do you fear the Most High? It's a question. Because Solomon came back and said in Ecclesiastes, I believe it is, when he told us the end of the matter is to fear the Most High and to keep His commandments, because this is the whole duty of man. So I see that this is a theme throughout Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and throughout the scriptures altogether. 8 says, better is a little with righteousness than great revenue without right. This one I gotta, hold on, this one I gotta adjust myself. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenue without right. In today's world, where everything, not everything, I'm gonna do one of my daughter's move, when everything is is about money. This scripture needs to be bound around the hand and around the eyes, and because we go outside and everything is give me, get me, take me. You know, everything is talking to what I like to call the base root of survival. Everything is clothes, food, and shelter. And it's gone so far that you no longer know your necessities. And so you think that I need to work a 6-figure income, although I have 3 children or 2 children, that I never see my children, and I'm always sending them off, and I never establish what I need to establish with them because I think I need to buy them things that's going to fill a void. In reality, I'm only creating a deeper void, and my children now grow up and say, Mommy, Daddy, you weren't there. And Solomon's like, don't go there. Better is a little with righteousness than great revenues without right. You can make money from so many things. Some of them don't even have a point. Sometimes, I mean, when I was younger, it caught me up because I'm ambitious. I like to, and I'm like, but this doesn't have a point. Like, at the end of the day, what am I selling? Who am I helping? You know what I'm saying? Come here and sell whatever it is, okay? Because everything has been made into a money-making venture when at the end of the day, you feel like you did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so here, it says a little bit with righteousness. Then great revenue, and it's not right. So that one is deep because, you know, that's what they call a dead-end job, you know. You don't feel any fulfillment. And at the end of the day, when the money is done, we can't take it with us. When we transition from this plane of physical existence, all of that money, paper chasing is gone. So if we do not sow seeds in the realm of soul consciousness, if we didn't sow seeds in the realm of embettering another human being, if we didn't sow seeds in the right area, we're gonna be void. We're gonna have a void within us because the money, after it's done and it burn up, or they change the currency on you, or they do some next crazy stuff, what did it all matter? It didn't amount to nothing, and we spent our whole life just surviving. I just thought that was interesting. 18 says, pride go before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Because of that principle of what goes up must come down. We don't see it because it's like a computer program. I like to liken it to like a virus. Like pride is like a virus. It's like a computer that's going on, and when the virus gets out of control, it infects everything on your computer. If you don't stop this virus before it breaks out, it can eat out everything and they'll have to wipe everything. If you get it early, you'll be able to isolate it and then take it out. But I've had it where the virus come on the computer and they have to wipe the whole motherboard. This to me is kind of like pride is. Yes, darling? Yes. Like that. She says she likes my head wrap. But to me, pride is this way. So it says, pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. Just know that if we allow that, as the analogy is, the virus to get out of control, eventually you're going to have to wipe the motherboard. And that's going to be the destruction. That's going to be the destruction of the individual. That's going to be the destruction of the civilization. When civilization gets to the point where there is no more reproof, there is no more wisdom, there is no more elders, there is no more care for the young or for the old, and there is a degradation of the very fabric of society, it's going to have to come down because that is universal principles. And we don't have to guess. We just know that like gravity pulls things to the earth, when your head get up in that helium balloon and we start flying up here, the Most High's design is already set. People like to say, oh, I'm going to wait on the Most High. The Most High already set the program. It's already set. When I press start on my computer, whoever programmed the computer is already set to come on. In the same way, when we see these things happening in the earth, the way the Most High programmed it, called universal laws and principles, it's already going to happen. It's a matter of time of when and His mercy as to how it goes down. But if it's going to happen, we already know it's already set in order. So I think my daughter wanted to ask a question. So let me see if she can come and ask the question. One moment.
Hi, my name is Shiloh. Mommy, I have a question.
Okay, she wants to join the Proverbs challenge, so let's hear what little young Shy has to say.
Mommy, what does this mean? There is a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. What does that mean, Mommy?
Well, Mommy will try. Mommy don't know it all. It's like, to me, it would seem like, for instance, say Mommy had a lot of children. And, or not Mommy, but somebody has a lot of children. And they have a son. And the son is a teenager, right? So it says there's a way that seems right. So the teenager thinks it's right not to listen to his mommy, not to listen to his daddy, not to listen to his grandparents, right?
Right.
And he thinks that's right. And he only listens to his friends because they're telling him, hey, dude, let's come out and let's do this thing. So he sneaks and gets a motorbike, like motorcycle.
Yeah.
So to him, this is right. What he's doing is right. And, you know, Mommy and Daddy doesn't know what they're talking about. And so it says, the ways of a man, this seems right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. So brace yourself now. So now, little Tom Tom, y'all know I always come up with these crazy names. Little Tom Tom now decides to sneak out the house and go riding at night on the highway really fast, like 100 miles per hour. And he's like, yes, he's loving it and it's right. Next thing you know, Tom Tom, a car comes out of nowhere. Tom Tom doesn't see it. He gets in an accident, hurts himself really bad, breaks his leg, breaks his arm, ends up in the hospital, and he ends up dying. She said, that story to me is, there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof is death. He didn't want to listen. It's just like a fool who does not want to hear counsel, who does not want to hear reproof. And because he didn't want to listen, he ended up losing his life early. So that was my little understanding of that proverb. So I'm going to say thank you for tuning into the Proverbs Challenge. This is A Faithful Life. My name is Emuna Yisrael. You can subscribe and you can check out the videos here and here. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Shalom.